Alright, so today I'm going to change the oil on my wife's Jeep. It's a 2022 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. It is got about 10% oil life left according to the dash. I tend to try and change a little earlier than that just because I'm a firm believer in if you maintenance your vehicles, you will they'll last a lot longer typically. There's always something going to go wrong with them at some point, but generally you can, if you maintenance your vehicles properly, they'll last a long time. So some of the stuff you need is, of course, oil. This recommends 5W30 platinum, full synthetic. The oil filter is a Mopar MO-339. Get that at Walmart. Get both of them at Walmart. Some gloves, filter wrench, magnetic little nut grabber thing. That way you don't get your hands all oily. Flashlight. I got this little bottle that holds oil to put on the O-ring. Ratchet. You don't really need an extension, but I always grab one just in case. And a half-inch socket for the drain bolt. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna get everything in a drain pan. Of course, I'm gonna get everything underneath there. I'll get everything underneath there, and then I'll kind of turn the camera back on and keep going. So here we go. All right, so right here is the drain bolt. Make sure I got my lid off. Yeah, there we go. It's hard doing this one-handed. A little magnet here. Alright, so while that's draining, I'm going to go take the oil cap off. Set that up here. I'll clean that off here in just a few minutes. It looks good. Alright, let's go back under there and see how. Got a little bit of oil on the ground. I have to clean that up real quick. Alright. So it looks like it's still draining just a little bit. So we'll let that drain for just a few more minutes, and while it's draining we'll go around the other side and get the filter off. No, I wasn't recording. I thought I was, but anyway, Jeep has 61,000 miles, or sorry, I changed it at 61,000 miles about 4 months ago. Jeep currently has 71,000 miles on it. It is electric, so I don't know how that impacts the oil as far as, you know, when it's in hybrid mode or full electric mode, but either way, oil doesn't look bad, and I try to follow what the dash says as much as possible. Like I said earlier, I usually change it a little early, but I left my magnet thing on the other side of the car, so now my hands are gonna get all oily. But that's why we wear gloves. Good Lord. There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and prep the oil filter. Get it ready to go in. So before I leave the store, I always make sure that it's the right filter. In the past I've come home and it's not been the right filter in the box, and then you gotta go back and you always feel like you're scamming them or whatever. You know you're not, but there's people out there that do that. So filter's out, and then all I do is just take a little bead of oil, around there. Just like that. Back on there. And then I'll go ahead and take this underneath the car. See if we can get this thing put back together real quick. Then the oil change will be done. We'll reset the dash and all that stuff as well. Alright, so I put the drain plug back in. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed, so or hold a camera so you could see it and put it in, but it's no big deal. It's really not that hard to do, so no reason to film that. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the oil filter area and then get the oil filter put on, and then we can I just ate a bunch of brake cleaners. That's awesome. Okay. All right, so that surface looks good. There's no gasket stuck to it. So now it's time to put the new oil filter on. So pull it out. Verify there's no debris on it. It looks good. And then we will, sorry if you can't see, see if I can turn that light a little bit. And one thing I forgot to do is get my marker, so I'm gonna have to climb underneath here and do it. Usually I put do all the markings first, and then I put it on here just because it's easier to do it before the filter's on, but I forgot to do it. No big deal. Alright, so filter's on, we're good there. I just gotta clean up that right there a little bit, spray it down, wipe it down, and that will be done down here. Alright, so I got the mileage 71,476, the date 3/3/25. I just gotta clean up that area there just a little bit. Should be good. See if we can wipe it down here. Alright, and back to clean. Alright, so now we can pull all our junk out of here. Alright, now it's getting ready to fill the Jeep back up with oil. It takes 5 quarts of oil, but I need to clean out my funnel before I use it. It is pretty nasty, so I'm gonna go clean that out real quick, and then we'll get this thing filled up, started, check the oil pressure, reset the light or the oil gauge, oil life gauge, and then we'll be done. Pretty easy, straightforward. So I'll be right back. All right, so oil filter, or not oil filter, sorry, oil funnel, nice and clean. So we'll go ahead and put that down in here, like so. And then we will start filling it up with 5 quarts of oil. Alright, grab a rag. Doing this one-handed, I accidentally spilled a little bit. There we go. They didn't want to fight me there. Alright, so and I did clean the oil cap up a few minutes ago, off camera. But so I always try and clean everything before I put it back together. Clean the oil cap, clean the oil filter area, clean the drain plug, the funnel, all that stuff. So you want to have everything clean with no contamination in it, or at least as little as humanly possible. So now we will start the Jeep and check the oil pressure, reset the light. Actually, I'll reset the light first because I think you got to do it, if I remember correctly, you got to do it with it in accessory mode here. So you turn it to the on position, scroll 10%, and then you're going to hold OK, which is this button right here. Come on, get back. Held it down. It's now 100%. So now we will start the Jeep. Let's check our oil pressure. Oil pressure is good. So I'll shut it off. And that's it. A little clunky video. Sorry, I should have used a little tripod. I gotta dig one out. I got a small one that I can use for underneath the cars and stuff. But anyway, so that is the basics of changing the oil. Pretty straightforward, easy. Takes 20 minutes. If I wasn't doing the camera, it probably would have taken about 15. But yep, that is it. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you again.